Hey everybody, today I am going to be talking about negative space, and I took a drawing that I had that it's okay. I'm not extremely thrilled with the state that it's in right now, but I generally don't throw things away. I will find a way to try to resolve it. And so I was looking at it today and deciding what I wanted to share with you all out in the World Wide Webs, and decided that focusing on negative space would be good. So I consider the trees to be the positive space, and the shapes around the trees to be the negative shapes, or the negative space. So I'm going to just start by coloring in. I'm using my trusty Papermate pencil, which I love, and just picking out the background. And I've got a lot of scratchy marks in here already. Some of this I'm going to do in pencil, some of it I'm going to do in paint, maybe some in crayon. So, oh, my cat's up here. Let's see, you might get a little glimpse of him. He's coming up for some water. Let's put you over there, okay? You go over there. I guess I should have said my name. My name's Heather Bentz, and I'm coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, and it's hot today. So you can see things are just starting to emerge. Just picking and choosing. Really just scribbling. I love to scribble. And it might get a little abstract. I'm going to use my eraser here because I got a little close in here. I want to pull out the positive space. So a tree has just re-emerged. And I can go on and on and on and do this till this whole thing is done just like this, but I just want to show you what it looks like if I use paint also. So I've already mixed up a nice dark, and I've used ultramarine with phthalo green and some black and alizarin crimson, and it makes this beautiful dark. And I can push it to either be dark blue or dark green or almost a violet. Just gives me some options. I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is a number 2. I like to wet my brush first before I add any pigment on it. And this way I can get into these really small spaces. So it takes a little patience and time. Kitty always likes my water over his water. I have 2 containers here. Let me stick with yours here. Go over top the pencil a little bit just to put a little color in there. And because I'm working with these dark colors, it makes it sort of moody. And then I'll show you what will happen when I use some pencil. So let's go with I'll stick with a sort of a teal color. already I think the drawing's getting a little more interesting. That was positive space. I didn't want to do that. That's okay. So this is a good thing I can show you. So I put a mark with that teal here on the trunk of this tree, and I don't really want it there. So I just wet it, and now I'm going to try to lift it a bit, lift that color off using my handy dandy facial tissue. And if it remains a little ghost image of the color, I don't mind about that at all. All right, I'm gonna go with a different color now. This is a ultramarine. Just picking and choosing where the branches overlap. I'm going to try to work a little faster today. Video I made yesterday was pretty long, and so I'm going to try to keep this to 10 minutes. I've got just a couple minutes left here. I'm really trying to discourage my cat, and he is being persistent. Okay, I'm going to go to a black pencil. And I'm going to go now with a crayon. I'm going to actually pick this blue so that I can pick out some of the sky. And maybe when I am finished with my 10 minutes here, I will put it onto time lapse. So then I can finish the piece, and it won't take up so much of your time to watch. So I can make this as complicated or as simplified as I want. I'm opting for sort of complicated at this point. There's so many scratchy marks that are on this, so I'm trying to sort of honor that and go with the flow. But if I wanted to keep it more simple, I could try to find just bigger shapes and areas to focus. I think making art is, whether it's trying to make something realistic looking or abstract, it's really about illusion and guiding the eye around the page, expressing an emotion by the marks that you make, the colors you choose. And I'm going to work pretty quickly now because I see we've only got about 20 seconds left. So let me just turn this around so you can take a look. That's where we are now. Hopefully you can see it okay. And now I'll put you on time lapse and we can speed this thing along.